Hey everyone, and in this video, we're going to be discussing why 87% of real estate agents fail within the first 5 years of real estate. This is a pretty shocking statistics from the NAR. So we're going to be breaking this down and how you can avoid failing in real estate within your first 5 years. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those that are new here, my name is Andrew Dunn, and over the last few years, I've helped agents and brokers all over the US sell billions in real estate. And on top of that, me and my partner actually sell homes in Boca Raton in Florida. And we've also helped over 100 agents add an additional $100,000 per year to their business using our social strategies. So everything on this channel, you are going to learn through practice, not through theory. So make sure to smash that subscribe button and the notification bell and drop a like if you like what's coming up. So in this video, we're going to be discussing why 87%, which is a pretty scary statistic, of agents fail within the first 5 years. So they're done. And there's obviously a high portion of those that actually don't sell any homes at all, right? So we're going to be breaking this down into a few key areas and exactly how you can avoid it. So the first one is, why the hell are you doing this? Now that might sound pretty abrupt right there, and it was meant to. A lot of people come into real estate with a very arbitrary goal. I want to make more money. I'm not sure if you've ever heard this or ever seen this. I believe it was Tony Robbins, where someone said to him, I want more money. So he gave them a cent and he said, you've got no more money, you can go now. And then they said, no, that's not what I meant. The problem with most people is they aren't specific enough. So the first thing you need to do is get very, very specific about what you want out of this role, out of your business. And then we work backwards from that. So what do I mean? You want to make $100,000 a year. And you might want to make that after fees, before fees. Let's use before fees just to make this super simple. So let's say you're taking 100%. Let's say your average commission is $10,000. All right. So now you know you need to sell 10 homes a year to hit your goal. And at that, you're good. So, okay. So you now need to sell on average just under a home per month. Okay. And then what you need to work out is, well, how are you going to do that? Where are you going to get the leads from? And then how many connections and contacts do you need to get that deal? Now that data will become over time, right? But the very, very fundamental starting point is figure out exactly what your goal is, and then you work backwards from there, and you need to be very specific. Some of your goals, some people watching this, it might be actually to do with time. You don't want to spend more than 20 hours a week on your business, and that will come with time, where you can then delegate all the other things, so you're making a set income, but you are getting your time back to spend with friends, family, or whatever else you want. So the first one, be specific. Find out why you're doing this, and then we go from there. So point number 2 is actually a bit of a follow-on from the first one, is knowing your standards and setting goals. So if we carry on using the $100,000 per year example, that might be your standard or it might be your goal. But these are very, very different. Your standard is something you aren't willing to let go of. So you say, I'm making 100 grand this year, you're making 100 grand. Otherwise, you're going to die trying. It is that serious. This is a standard. People don't break standards. Your goal, on the other hand, could be 500,000, and that's a stretch. Some people call them stretch goals. So you might have multiple goals. You might have a realistic one and a stretch one. So, for example, you say, my standard is 70 grand this year. My goal is 100. My stretch is 150. But again, these need to be ironed out. And then again, we work backwards from what each of these would look like and the outcomes and the actions you need to take on a day-to-day basis to achieve these goals. Number 3 is your morning routine. So this can break down to a few different things. This can be your schedule, things like affirmations, and obviously a actual routine that you do on a day-to-day basis. Now, I've spoken about this a few times before, and these can come in many different guises, and there is absolutely not a one-size-fits-all to a routine and a schedule. I'll give you a prime example. I don't do tasks like hour by hour. So personally, that just doesn't work for me. I know a lot of amazing realtors, top producers that it works very well for. They say, hey, between 9 and 10, I'm doing lead generation. Between 10 and 11, I'm doing this. 11 and 12, I'm doing this. 1 to 3, I'm doing this. That works for them. It doesn't work for me. The way I like to do things, I have a power list or a list of 5, where every day I have 5 important tasks that move the needle forward that I have to get done. Now, on top of that, you don't include things like checking emails, checking your phone, responding to clients. They don't get included. These are needle movers. So it could be contacting 50 people, getting these results, getting that contract done. These are things that are basically going to get money in your bank, make you hit your deal number that will ultimately help you reach your goal. The other one is actually a routine for you personally. So this could look like spending time with your children if you have them. This could be, whether it's spending time at the gym, having private time in the evenings for you to do whatever you want, whether that's Netflix, whether you've got a car you work on. It really doesn't matter, but it's about spending that quality time and building your schedule around that, and also setting boundaries. One of the biggest issues in real estate, and we had this exact issue, is setting a schedule and setting boundaries with not only clients, but also with spouses and partners. Because you're there, a deal's coming in, you're like, it's 10 p.m. and you're picking up the phone when you're meant to be watching a movie. So you have to you have to set the schedule, you have to set boundaries with clients and partners as well. And that all gets encapsulated into building that morning routine and building the schedule that you actually want to do. Number 4, most importantly, lead generation. Actually, this is the second most important. First most important being closing the deals and actually doing the sales. Okay, so let's talk about lead generation. This is a big topic. I'm going to keep it pretty high level for this video. I've got other videos where we dive into specific lead generation strategies, so go ahead and check those out. This can come in, again, many different shapes and sizes. The one bit of advice I'd give to you, and the biggest error that we see in all the failing agents, is they're trying to do loads of them badly, okay? So they're doing door knocking, they're trying some cold calling that they hate, they're trying to do open houses, they're trying to post in some Facebook groups or, drop comments on stuff. And they do a little bit of this and that, and none of it works. So they think it all doesn't work. The reality is they aren't focused on one thing. So it's one of the big things we teach to everyone in our team, in our organization at EXP, and also our coaching clients, is you want to focus on one main lead source. And it wants to be the lead source that you're actually going to do. This is another thing that people don't understand. All of them work. If you love cold calling, I don't, right? But if you do, just cold call. Just keep doing it and you'll get better at practice. If you love door knocking, if you like being on social media, posting, writing content, making videos like this on YouTube, all of them work. All can build you a multi 6-figure, 7-figure income in real estate. You just have to focus on one thing, all right? So when it comes to lead generation, focus on one, get very, very good at it, and you will easily surpass a 6-figure income. We have proven this over 100 times with our program, because we focus on Facebook and Instagram predominantly for our deal generation, and everyone's making 6 figures plus. All right. Number 5. So this is one that you might not have thought of, but this is actually one of the biggest differentiators for you versus other agents in your market. And it's actually being the knowledgeable agent. Now, this might sound really easy and very like, oh, be the knowledgeable agent, like whatever, Andrew. The reality is a lot of people aren't actually knowledgeable about their area, and specifically knowledgeable in the areas that their clients want to know about. This is important differentiation. You have to be knowledgeable in what your clients want to know, okay? And in so doing, they will see you as the authority in the space, and now you've built trust, because they're like, hey, this person knows exactly what they're talking about. This was great information. It was very helpful. This is another thing that you can communicate on video, okay, through YouTube and other mediums, where they can understand that you are the knowledgeable agent in your area, and they will do business with you. All right. Someone in our organization has done 7 figures, over $1 million in their first year in real estate as a brand new agent off YouTube, by sharing information and tips about their area on video, on YouTube, doing like 2 or 3 videos a week. It's insane, right? Because people perceive them as the most knowledgeable person in their area. They watch the videos, they're like, they're amazing. And those deals come super fast. It's not a 120-day lead time. A lot of them are 30 to 60, which is kind of crazy, all right? So I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is going to help you avoid being a statistic, being one of those 87%. And if you're already closing deals and you're not worried about dropping into the 87%, I've also touched on some amazing things that you can implement to help grow your business mainly, you know, the lead generation, focusing on one thing is very, very, very handy with growing your business and being more successful in this space. So if you like this video, drop a like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one.